Grognard here, and behind me is my game collection. Now, it's not, it's 90, I'd say 99% games. There's a few things up there. I got a few Conan books and a couple of comics, and Spidey sitting over there, which are basically non game items, but most of it is game stuff. And I want to talk about the player or GM as Pack Rat. Now, if you can keep it organized and hang on to it, it's a good thing. Now, when I started podcasting, this grew. Boy, did it grow. Mainly because of I knew where to find the deals. And I got a thrill. I got to tell you, I got a thrill for buying game stuff at low prices when I got a good deal on it, and I got some pretty good deals. But that's bragging. That's not the point I want to make. What I want to make is the fact that as a research library, this is a good thing if you have the space for it and you can hang on to them. I do cull it every once in a while, but the whole point I'm trying to get at is the more stuff you had to read, the better, because you can get ideas from anywhere. Now, I know some people say you should even read stuff you don't care about. Like game systems you'd never run or never play or anything like that. I can't take it that far, because usually those things are the first things to go before when I sell stuff. I've culled it like my DVD collection, and I think I've got it pretty lean and mean. When I need an idea for a game, there's a few books in here that I hit regularly. Let me show you. I mentioned these before in other episodes, but okay, I need a game. I need a game scenario. Fine. These are the first two books I grab. The Tome of Adventure Design by Frog God Games and Ultimate Toolbox by AEG. Those are my two mainstays. Those help me keep going. And Tome of Adventure Design is really good for making monsters, believe it or not. I got some doozies out of this one. Also, I have on occasion used these. These I made up. All GMs should make up stuff like this. I've got two of them. I think it's too much, but I love everything that's in them. I've got the referee. This is the referee's game book that I made. And this is if I can get it up here. Yeah, go ahead, make jokes. The referee's reference. Now what I've done is I've gotten odds and ends in here. Now the referee's game books, they're a little different, but they're basically accomplish the same thing, making adventures. In here I've got like dungeon generators I've gotten from places off the web. I've got parts of the 1E AD&D book in here that pertain to, things to stuff. Here's 100 weird fantasy hirelings. This is all like, things that happen with the D30. It's got plot hooks. It's got the 30 plots. It's got some blank hex paper just in case I need it. That's for kind of fine-tuning it. You know what I'm saying? I want to add some stuff, or I want to fine-tune it. This is the one that I really get the most use out of because it's organized. It's got all the tabs here. You can't read them here, so you got one for monsters, for PC stats and names, campaign notes, combat, treasure, NPCs and names, plots, and miscellaneous or reference. Now, I could probably boil it down to one book, but I'm hesitant to give the other stuff up because there's such meat in it. Anyway, these are the kind of things you make. I pull things out of everywhere. I pull it out of the internet. I pull it off of PDFs I bought. I pull it off old, I've scanned like I said, the AD&D 1E book. I got Pathfinder's Game Mastery Guide. I've got a lot of stuff from there in there because they got wonderful tables in there, believe it or not. Some Tunnels and Trolls stuff. You know, anything you can use for that kind of thing. The monsters, I used to use that big monster list I used to show, but recently I'm going back to these. We're not going back to them, but I'm going to try them out. These are monster cards. They're about the size of and once again, they're about the size of a magic card, one-sided, and you have on here the creature, the AC, hit dice, number of attacks, how they save. Usually I do a save as like in basic. The weapons, any kind of attacks they do and the damage they do. And they've got a space for about 6 guys right here. Put their hit points down there and then just mark them off. And then at the end you can just rip them up and throw them away. They're great for like hordes of goblins, hordes of orcs, hordes of whatever. And you can also use them for the big bad monsters too, which just gives you more places to mark off hit points. And I'm going to be using those in the future. And like I said, this is the kind of thing that if you're going to be serious about GMing or do it regularly, and I'm sure there's a lot of old grognards out there who's been playing as long as I have it longer, who's got stuff like this. And then there's the ones that don't need very much at all. But if you do, hang on to it. All those up there, all about right across there, it's all Judges Guild. Steal from anything. You call it research. Don't steal as much as you can carry. But like I said, you can, it's just do your thing. If you can make if you can make those books, make the books. If you can collect the stuff and hang on to them, do it. You can only get better with research. Get a research library. I know the internet. I know you can always go on the internet and get what you need. Lord knows I have. If I'm stuck for a map, first thing I go to is my computer. I don't even think about it. I'm sure I bet I could pull maps out of here somewhere. But it's just easier. But like I said, read. Anything that'll give you ideas. Anything. This is just the way I do it. Okay? So that's all I got right now. And so we'll have more next time, okay? I'll see ya.